What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gotians Games and welcome to a video game review. And today's game we are analyzing and reviewing Tales of Erin. Tales of Erin is a JRPG game on the mobile game or on the mobile device, and it's a really popular game in Japan, and we just got the global release. And when I say we just got the global release, we just got the global release. I believe it was September 7th or something like that. Now, this game, it's kind of like an orthodox kind of Japanese RPG. It's very story focused with, of course, it's going to have a gacha aspect in it. I'm going to be honest, the story, I don't play it for the story. I've been playing this game non-stop for like the past 2-3 days. I can't seem to put it down. It's so much fun and it's so engrossing. The way that you battle, the way that you build your characters, because let's be honest, you have to build teams. You have to build them specifically for certain events, because you can't, it's not like some of those other mobile games. It's like, oh, you build a team and then you can just take on everything. No, that is not how this game works, and I actually really praise it for that. I love games that give a challenging aspect for the player, and this definitely does deliver on that. One of the other things too that I absolutely love about this game is the character designs. The character designs are fun. Like, they look almost hand-drawn, and I absolutely love the art style of the characters. It's so gorgeous. The way that the colors intertwine with each other in a kind of like a watercolor aspect for some of these characters. The designs are very Japanese esque, and oh my god, it's just gorgeous the way that some of the characters are designed. Now, besides that, I mean, there's the combat, and the combat's not difficult. Okay, so if we're gonna go into, let's go into a stage right here that I'm actually having trouble fighting this stage, only because the way that the combat is, you go through the combat and it's timed, so you have to do it within a certain time limit. So in this stage, I have 4 minutes to run through the stage, and it's not as easy as you would think. As you can see here, the combat's pretty fluid. The only downside is that there's no there's no speed up, which I can see why there isn't a speed up, because if the stage is timed, you don't want to speed it up. You want to have that time limit. I love the fact that when you do special abilities, it goes into a cutscene, and it's just so gorgeously made. It really is. So that's like why I really enjoy this as much as I do. So you have different characters. You have some characters that are tanks. You have some characters that are healers. Other characters are DPS, melee, or ranged casters. You have just so many different things and so many different ways to build a team. But you have to build a proper team, because in this stage right here, the reason why I'm having trouble with it is I don't have the DPS necessary. Or, the team that I was running, I didn't have the DPS necessary in order to beat the stage. I still might not have the DPS necessary to beat the stage. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's trial and error. I just have to continuously try to run different units in order to make this work. And again, I praise the game for that, because it gives it that much more depth into a game. When you have to think of other ways to beat a stage. I mean, we get so used to making all these games so easy to play through that I can't stand it, to be honest with you. I really love it when games offer me a challenge, and this game does it for me. It gives me that challenge in the way that I want it. Like, it's not a challenge where it's like, oh my god, I will never be able to beat this, especially because I don't have the top tier units or whatever. No, that's not how this game makes me feel in the slightest. This game does offer some really good free units. All you got to do is just grind for it, and again, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing, in my opinion. yes, there, like I said, there is a gacha aspect. You do summon for better units, but it's not that bad. They do offer step up banners in a different kind of sense than you're probably used to, because when you summon on the banners, depending on which banner is active at the moment, the way that the step up works is it works in an achievement. So you go and you summon on the banner, and every time you summon on it, where you do a multi summon on it, you do an achievement that then rewards you, giving you items, such as items to level up the characters, equipment to do more damage with your characters. It'll give you eventually it'll give you the character itself, the main prize for that banner. You know, that's something that I really enjoy. Now, as far as if this game is very free to play friendly or not, I'm still that's on the fence. Like, there are certain things that are hidden behind paywalls. Oh, look, I beat it. There are some things that are hidden behind paywalls, and that's when you get into like the shop, for example. So I'll show you that in a second here. So if I go to the shop, okay, so the shop, there's different things in the shop. You have currency that's called Jade Exchange. So basically you get Jade that you can just get from running regular dungeons or missions, as well as completing achievements. So you can trade the Jade in for 5-star equipment, which is not a bad thing. There's something called the secret shop. So when you go into the secret shop, you can purchase items using either the in-game currency, which is star gems, or the in-game currency, which is gold. Either one of those will work. So typically I won't spend the currency, the gems, I won't spend them on the currency here. I'd only spend the gold. Then if we go into the item shop here, now here's where it gets locked up into a paywall. Okay, so you see paid star gems, free star gems. The gems that I currently have are free star gems. So I could get stamina potions, I could get gold, and I could rename my character. Oh no, I'm sorry, I can't, because that's a paid gem. So I can get stamina potion and I can get gold. Now if I wanted, say for example, to get this newbie pack, which has stuff to enhance my characters as far as like their XP goes, I can't get this because it is behind a 120 star gem that is paid star gem, meaning that you bought the star gems. If I wanted to go over here, character pack, to get the pack scroll, which I could use to summon a character, again, it's locked behind 60 paid star gems. So I would say that this aspect right here is kind of a negative. Now granted, all of these things you can get by just playing the game, so it's not anything that's a necessity. It's just nice to have that kind of option. So if I go into summons right here, this is your typical summoning screen. You can summon a single time, or you can summon multis. So you go into a character summon, which this is your regular banner that is here at all times. You can do the same thing, single or multi, as well as use the pack summons, which we're going to use one here right now to go ahead and just show you how the summons work. So pack summons, basically you can get any unit. So like it'll be 3, 4, 5 stars. You can get any one of them for free. That's a pack scroll, which you get quite a bit of those, so it's not too bad. Every time you do summons, like I said, you can, so in this banner right here, which is an event summon, you go ahead and summon on it. You want to summon for these two units, Kulasha and the Mirafuse, or Mirafuse, whatever you want to call her. Every time you summon on them, you then get a quest achievement. Okay, I'm sorry, not a quest achievement, an event achievement. So right here, half demon summon. So every time that you summon, you'll go ahead and activate these achievements right here, which will then give you items as well as characters. So this is the prize character right here. Now dupes in this game are not necessary. All you need to do is just summon them one time and you're actually pretty good. You can go ahead and awaken them from there. If you do get a dupe, what happens is that it increases their stats, which is always a good thing, but it's not 100% necessary, although it does help a lot. Every time you summon, also you get summon emblems. So you see I had 2,900 summon emblems, which then you go ahead and you take those over here into this shop, which is called the rounds of characters, and you can exchange them for 5-star or 4-star characters, as well as the 3-star characters. But who wants to go ahead and exchange it for 3-star? I don't. I actually wouldn't exchange it for 4 stars because I have all of these except this one here. Now, I would definitely exchange it for the 5-star character. So if you want to just save them, which is what I would recommend, just save your summon emblems for the 5-star characters so you can go ahead and trade them in for there. Now, overall, this game has so much to do. There's multiplayer battles like this right here. So if I just hit quick join, it'll throw me into a multiplayer battle where I will be partnering along with a ton of other people to fight a raid boss. Now, it's going to go ahead and show you the what position you're in as far as the total damage done within the raid. So obviously the people are not going to be here with me, but they are with me at the same time fighting the boss. So if I die, the boss's health still continues to deplete because damage is still being done to the boss, which is actually a really cool aspect. I actually like this this kind of thing in this game. It's different. You know, you play games that are like MMO style, like Sword Art Online, Integral Factor, whatever, and like we all fight the bosses, we all go in together. This is different. You know, you go, you fight, and while you fight, people are doing damage at the same time. And if you lose, it's okay. You just stay there until the other people defeat the boss, and then you're good to go because you'll get rewards as well. So right here, the boss was defeated. I was part of that, so I will get rewarded for it, as you can see right here. So I got myself a 4-star equipment, which is actually really cool, among other things. So you can just do this. Now, this doesn't cost stamina, it'll cost gold. So as long as you have gold, you're okay to continue to do that, because most other things cost stamina. Trials, which is where you get your enhancement materials to awaken units and stuff like that. So it's very, very, very in-depth. There's a lot of stuff to do. I really like it. There's guilds, there's workshops where you can create equipment. I'm fully immersed into this game. I absolutely love it so far. So if you guys are curious, I would give this game a solid 8 out of 10. I would say give it a try, guys. If you guys are on the fence, maybe you've seen it, but you don't know if it's for you, try it. Try it. Doesn't hurt. Like I always say, give a game a week. If after a week you don't care still, or even before a week you don't care, then it's not a game for you. But I would say try it. Definitely a game to give it a try. Give it a shot, guys. And with that, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate your support, guys. Make sure you continue to watch my videos, and I will catch you all later. Peace out, guys.